Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to start our next unit number 7, directing. As you know, we have done planning, then organizing, then staffing. After appointing the staff, it becomes very much necessity to provide them the proper directions because direction provides them the movement in the organization. Because unless the people who has to do the work at their job at their place without directions they cannot do, because directions always give us the moment. Likewise, earlier to this we have discussed the things, and I instruct you, let's start today's topic. And everybody become careful that the ma'am is going to start the topic. It means you get the direction. I communicate a message to you which make you aware that the topic is going to be start, and we have to listen it very carefully now. So direction always guide us, directions instruct us, it communicates some message to us. Sometimes some statements are given like if anybody do very good work, what happen in that case, the teacher announces. In likewise in the company or in any business enterprises, when the people do work so well, their name is to be quoted with the appreciating words, so it also inspire them. There are many quotations also which are very motivating also, so that also inspires. So directing means refers to all the instructions, all the guidelines, all the communication or inspirations given to the people in the organization. So in a way we can have the meaning, it refers to instructing, guiding, communicating and inspiring the people in the organization. This is the meaning you have to do. After that, one of the definition, whichever you feel comfortable, you have to do. See, look at the picture given over here. Management in action. All these consist of direction, because after getting direction the person know that what the movement is to be done. Direction always consider all the things that we planned, that we organized into action. So instructing, guiding, communicating and motivating to the people just make the people to convert all these things into reality, which is known as management in action. Please note it down this one point, the 1 mark question you ever had in your paper, that what is known as management and in action. So directing is known as management in action. Now, let's see what are the features of directing. Directing means to direct somebody, to give guidelines to anybody, to give communicate some message, some motivation is there. All these are directions. So, directing, initiate the action. Because after completing the staffing function, the management important question that arise is how the entire human machinery will move, and the movement can be done. The answer of this question inherent in the directing function of the management. While other prepare the grounds for the action, it initiate the action. Means while other functions prepare the ground, means the planning, organizing, staffing in all those we prepare a ground, we prepare a platform to do action. But in directing, action is initiated. Directing take place at every level of management. Yes, it is required, whether it is a top level, whether it is a middle level, or whether it is the lower level. At every level of management, directions, the guidelines is to be provided to the subordinate, to those people who has to do the work actually. So how can they do the work? After getting the directions they can do the work only. Likewise, you can see what we people are doing. We are just taking your online classes because directions are given to you that nowadays, just because of COVID-19, schools remain closed, and at this time you have to take the classes online through internet at your place. So what is this? We got the direction. That's why we are not moving to the schools. We are sitting at our place, and at a particular time. The particular time is also given to us. A particular timetable is given to us, that by which time which class is to be taken by which teacher. So what is this? This is the direction. The direction make us able to move. When we are getting the direction, the movement is possible. And what is the movement? What is the action now for this direction? The directions are that we have to take the lecture at this time of this class. This is the direction. What is the action? Right now I am taking your class as per the schedule. What is this? It is in action. So direction make it possible. The direction make the movement possible. So direction in is also known as management in action, and it is required at every level of management. Like whether the top level, like the director said, planned something, they he just give direction to the principal just give direction to the teachers, then the teachers give direction to the students. In a way this process will be done. So at every level of management, direction take place. After that, directing is a continuous process. Yes, we can't say that the directing is to be done one time, and one time we have done and it is complete. No, direction instruction is are the constant process of an organization. Unless the business will be there, the directions will be there as well. Without instructing, without guiding, without motivating, none of the job, none of the work can be done. So suppose you just give the instruction or direction to anybody else, to your subordinate, to do that work. After that you just make the analysis whether work has been done in the proper manner or not. If it is done in the proper manner, you will motivate and go for the next directions. If you don't find the work up to mark, what you will do, you will instruct him to do it again, or guide him to do it in a better way. So what is this? It is a continuous process. Directing flow from top to bottom. Yes, it is very much compulsory that directions are always given from the superior to the subordinate. So that's why it is just flow from top to bottom. So these are all are the features of the directing. What are these? Let's recall once again. It is directing initiate the actions. Directing take place at every level of management. Directing is a continuous process. Directing flow from top to bottom. The next is our importance of directing. So what is the importance? Yes, it initiate the action. Again and again we are telling that in the planning we just come to know, we plan what to do, when to do, how to do, by whom it is to be done. In organizing, a structure has been maintained. In staffing, the people has been appointed to do the work. But all this just generate a platform, and what create it into action or convert it into action, that is only directions. Next, it integrates the employees' efforts. Many employees work in the organization and their activities, we know very well, correlated to each other. As earlier I also discussed that supposed to be there are four departments in an organization, that is your purchase department, production department, sales department, and marketing department. What happened in that case? All those people has to work together, and unless the direction is not there, unless the guidance is not there, motivation is not there, that integration of efforts cannot be done. But direction, that guidance, that those instruction, those motivation, those communication, they communicate with each other, each and every department, then they just make it possible to do the work. So we can say that directing integrates the employer's efforts. It means of motivation. Means यहाँ पर not the meaning. Means it's a way to motivate, because whether it is a financial motivation or non-financial motivation, we appreciate, we recognize anybody by the words. So what happened in that case? We are directing something about his or her personality or work. It just gives motivation to them. So they get motivated just because of directions, and motivation always results into a better performance. It facilitates the implementing changes. Yes, we know very well now a time, uh, change is law of nature. Time is just going to be changed, and whenever the time is changed, it's very much compulsory to communicate it to the others that what kind of changes are there, instructions are required, that how the things will be done. So direction just shape the mindset of the employee in this manner that they just accept the changes willfully. Otherwise, in the absence of direction, when the changes take place, they feel so bad. In fact, they feel so difficult to cope up with all those changes. Likewise, it is given over there the typewriters are replaced by the computer, and if you don't tell anything about the computer, you don't give any instruction, you don't give any guidelines to the person that how he'll resist the changes. No, he cannot resist. But if you guide everything about the computer, that see the keypad is very similar to the typewriter, it is not difficult, you can do it. If you can work on the typewriter, then it is very easy for you to work on the computer as well. Moreover, it just make your work very easy, you can store the data. So many things are there. When you motivate him, when you guide him, when you inspire him, the person adapt the changes willingly, and the fear of not doing that job will be gone, and confidence will be built up. So it creates balance in the organization also. Sometimes there is a clash between individual and the organizational objective, because individual has certain other objective while the organization has another objective. So directing helps to settle down these clashes and creates a balance in the organization. On the other hand, if a person works in an organization for the fulfillment of his objective, like the higher salary or the promotion, etc., on the other hand, the objective of the company can be earn higher profit, more market share. So manager through the direction can tell the employee that how their objective while achieving the organizational objective. They have to convey that if organization achieve its objective, means organization earn higher profits, that in that way they'll get the higher salary. If the more market share is of the organization, then only they will get the promotion as well. So in this way they can communicate that and maintain a balance, that whatever the organizational objectives, your individual objectives are hidden in that. As rise the organization will be, as the rising their level as well. So it also create a balance in the organization. And next, there are four elements. Directing is also very wide. It consists of four elements. These are supervision, communication, leadership, and motivation. These four elements will be done and discussed tomorrow. Today we will do only the topic that the meaning of directing, definition of directing, features of directing, meaning, features, definition, and importance of directing. It is all about for the day. If anybody have any doubt, feel free to have your query, please.